What's up, guys? So just now, I was playing without realizing that I didn't record it. I wasn't recording it. Like, what? No way. Let me tell you guys this. I found out when, like, I found out I wasn't recording when, like, when I know who died. So don't expect a reaction from me, okay? I noticed that just now. Unlike the stressful last few days, I was able to fall asleep without trouble, maybe because of the alcohol. Then suddenly, like a splash of icy water, I remember the situation we were all in. The only way to leave this island is to kill another person. And Hibiki's desperate words from this morning kept echoing in my mind. But it'll be fine. It's been 5 days and nothing's happened. Oh yeah. Despite my fears, neither Shobai or Mikado have shown any signs of violence again. Is it the alcohol making me nervous? My mind is a blur. Hope my dread will fade away soon and I can get some sleep. Restored 1 endurance. Wow.
It is now 7 a.m. Rise and shine. I hope you have a comfortable and enriching day today as well.
Oh, my head. Why do I have a splitting headache? Ah, so this is what they call a hangover. I should ask Mikado to make me something for breakfast. That's good for breakfast, that's good for hangovers. I also want to know if the people who stayed late at the guest house got home safely, so let's go to the dining hall. Okay. Go to the dining hall. I was so disappointed to find out that I wasn't recording just now. Huh? That's... Yuki, it's time to go to the dining hall for breakfast. So where's he going in such a hurry? Something strange. I should follow him. Yuki! Sora! What are you doing here? That's my line. You know it's breakfast time, so where are you rushing off?
My bad.
I don't have time to explain. Yuri sent me a message to my e-handbook plus. He said that he's in the bell tower and asked me to come save him. What? Save him? What does that mean? I have no idea either, so that's why I was in such a rush. It felt like an urgent message. I'm getting a bad feeling about this. I'll go with you.
Yes.
Okay, let's go. Yuri asking for help. But for what? More than anything, I sense an immensely sinister feeling emanating from the bell tower. Yuki, do you see anything? Wait, doesn't it spell weird like blood? That voice. Is it Sora? Oh.
Здравствуйте, Sora, baby, the love of my life.
Yuri? What happened?
Yuri's words were nonchalant, but he was collapsed on the floor, bleeding. A giant hook was stuck in his left calf, and a long rope connecting to it extended high into the interior of the bell tower. His other leg was also seriously wounded, and his blood spilled out onto the floor.
I feel truly blessed to be able to spend the last moments of my life with my dearest Sora. It would have been perfect if it wasn't for that mail, but I'll tolerate it for you, my love.
Are you okay? What happened? Who did this?
Hold on. I'll get that hook out.
No, don't touch it. Someone finally went after my life.
What?
I wonder who it was. Adorable Hibiki. No, maybe my sweet Kanade.
What if it was the guy that did it?
Or perhaps Yorko, who was talking about feeling strange. Well, it doesn't matter. Not just anyone can have the honor of being killed by a cute classmate, after all.
time for jokes! Stay still!
I am truly content, being born a man and achieving my dream. Forgive me if I cause you any inconvenience, my dear Sora. But please, take care of yourself. До свидания.
Those were the last words he would ever speak. For as soon as he finished, his body began to be dragged up into the bell tower. Yuri's body began to rapidly ascend through the air and up the spiral staircase until he disappeared from our sights. This is insane. It's insane. Alright. After someone were pulling him up, as if someone was pulling him up from above. Yuri!
What?
What now? Why is the bell ringing? Don't just stand there. Follow him. Yeah, right. Yuki and I ran toward the hallway that Yuri was dragged into. Just as we were about to run up the spiral staircase towards where Yuri's body had vanished, it fell. I'm so scared. From the sky, a great despair plummeted to the ground. Holy crap! How does that even happen to him? The eccentric liveliness that usually shone from him had completely faded. A great despair had fallen upon us, as had the body of ultimate spaceman Yuri Kagarin, now a lifeless corpse. That's brutal. That's cruel. That's crude. The wolf smiles quietly. The wolf smiles quietly in the herd. Smiles. They even got pixel art for his body. Yeah, I'm not doing all that. The splattered scarlet liquid, the pungent smell of blood violating the atmosphere. Since when was pink scarlet? It didn't take long for me to realize that what I was seeing was all too real. Yuki! I know how you feel, but there's no time for that. Above here, whoever pulled Yuri up must be at the top of the tower.
What?
The culprit is up there. The staircase is the only way to the top. The culprit doesn't have anywhere to run. Let's go up, quickly!
Shoot!
Oh, hold on, wait for me. I can't feel my legs. Trying to push the crippling anxiety out of our minds, Yuki and I began to quickly climb the stairs. Although the tower was even taller than I thought, we eventually made it to the top. What we saw there was... Yoriko? Why? What happened to me?
Huh?
Oh, Yuki, it's alright. You guys, what's going on? Why are you here?
What?
Did you... Yoriko, did you...
What are you saying?
Huh? What are you guys talking about? And why do you look so pale? Look at the bottom of the tower, below that railway. Huh? What? There's something... Huh? What's that?
What?
Run! Yuri! That's Yuri! Isn't it? That's Yuri! What is going on here?
A body has been discovered. Everyone please gather at the discovery site, Uehara Bell Tower.
Lord, I just ate.
I don't...
I'm so confused. A body discovery announcement? It's you!
Unforgivable!
Yoriko! You're the one that killed him. No, she's not.
What are you saying?
No shot. What are you talking about? I don't even know what's going on. Both of you need to calm down. Monaco is making everyone gather here, so let's head back for now.
What the?
How could this... How? Yuri... What? That's Yuri. Is he dead? You're kidding, right? He was just having fun with us last night.
It's fine.
Sis, don't worry. There's nothing to be afraid of. What do you mean there's nothing to be afraid of? If I was Hibiki, I would pass out, probably.
Terrible.
Ah, our dear Mr. Kagura has put in the dust. What a shame, he was the only one who asked questions. After someone had kicked the bucket, I was going to teach him by saying, see, a murder can occur without any motives. But alas, 'twas he who shuffled off this mortal coil. I feel as if an opportunity has been wasted. What do you mean?
You piece of...
Damn though, how could you say stuff like that so easily? It could become a body rack, head, body, and all. Even his bones must have turned to dust.
My god.
This is horrible.
Damn it!
Who is it? Who was the fiend that did this?
Pay attention!
We all know damn well who it is. Of course, it's either Shobai or Mikado.
Please stop that.
Why is it always me? Please stop that.
Now.
Not all. If everyone is here, please be quiet. As this is the first murder, there are things I need to clear up.
You're kidding!
First, we can't tell like there's gonna be more.
What?
That's right, and murder, are you saying that Yuri was really killed by someone?
No?
That can't be. We're the only ones on this island, and that means the murderer would be one of us. Well, no shit, Sherlock.
Not so fast.
No, it's just as you said, Mr. Kagrin was killed by one of you. Kagarin. Kagarin? Someone among the 14 of us had killed Yuri. I doubt it. If when Monocro had... Hold on, 14? I doubt it when Monocro had first told us about the field trip of mutual killing, but as I heard Monocro's words right now, the reality of the field trip of mutual killing was ingrained in my mind. A murder really did occur. Murder had taken place. Do not look away from the truth and daydream like Miss Ridgeway is doing right now. While we all sorrow the fear of losing Mr. Kagura, it is time for the main event to finally begin. We're going to be quite busy from now on.
Huh?
Busy? What do you mean?
As expected.
It means we're getting ready for the class trial.
You're amazing.
Correct. You're a smart one, Miss Mitsume. It is time for the highlight of the field trip mutual killing, the class trial. I've been eager to get to this part ever since I started preparing for this killing game.
Think you're on
Shut up, Mikado. You little...
That is exactly right.
As Miss Mitsume had stated, it will be the responsibility of all of you to discover the Blacken who murdered Mr. Kagura by taking place in the class trial. The game has already begun, the battle of life and death between the Blacken and the Spotless. Will the killer escape, or will you all live to see another day? Which side shall be the one to fall? You'll be given more than enough time to investigate. Try to discover enough evidence about the murder so that you stand a chance at defeating the Blacken. Okay, shut up. I can't do that, no way. Someone is already dead. What the heck could we possibly do?
But...
No, sis, we gotta do it. Or would you prefer all of us being killed?
Huh?
Huh?
To be honest,
It's as Kana said. We've got to do this. Satsuka,
listen.
there's no escaping from this reality. You know the rules of the class trial, right? If you don't find the culprit, we'll all be executed. I've had a bad feeling about this all along. This is why I threw the party and did everything I could to stop this. Sorry that it ended up like this. This is all my fault. What are you talking about? That's not true. You didn't do anything wrong, Setsuka.
Yikes!
So everyone dies if you don't find the culprit. How tacky.
I see.
We're classmates, so basically everyone's a suspect.
Shit.
Respecting my friends, although we only met each other a few years ago. We've been so good together.
Oh dear.
If it weren't for this, we would all be having fun in the same class. Would it
Yes.
really? It's scary and painful, but we've got to do this.
But
Yes, in order for us to survive.
Very well.
Excellent. It appears you finally found your resolve.
Behold,
In honor
the
of all your
monochrome vial.
in honor of all your courageous hearts, I bestow upon you the monochrome file as the present. Monochrome file? What's that?
Let me explain.
Although there are many of you, you're still just high school students. The art in investigating murder is quite different from your day-to-day lives. As a sign of goodwill, I'm generously giving you this file which contains vital information pertaining to the case.
Until we meet again.
I sincerely hope this will aid you in some way. Now then, I, the conductor of this cacophony, bid you farewell. Good luck. What a useless time to be thoughtful.
thing is,
No, based on Monica's description of the file, the information should help us. Can I ask you something? Yes, what's it, Kana?
Say,
What should we do about securing the crime scene? Securing the crime scene?
regardless.
Even in the outside world, when a crime occurs, the police takes control of the crime scene, right? It'd be troublesome if the culprit decides to get rid of some of the evidence. You're right. And because we're just normal students, we won't even be able to tell what happened. You can just forget finding the culprit if that happens. Leave it to me. I've got the strength, as you can see. I promise I'll be able to keep this place guarded from anyone. Alright, then we'll leave the crime scene to Hajime while the rest of us Wait a minute. We need one more person. Why?
Use your head.
What are we gonna do if Hajime turns out to be the culprit? It would be just like asking a cat to take care of a fish. What? You think I'm the culprit? She has a point. Until the class trial, we're all potential suspects.
That's why.
I see. So we need at least 2 people so they can keep watch over each other. Keeping watch. I know that this is a dire situation, but that sounds like we can't even trust each other. Yeah, we can't. As a man, I don't want to suspect my friends, but I'll do it. I'll help secure the crime scene.
Hey, bro.
I'm not good enough in my head to help the investigation anyways. But just like Hajime, I have strength.
Okay.
I guess that'll do. I know I can trust Shinji. Wait, one more person. Wait, do we really need 3 people to securing the crime scene? Hajime and Shinji are close, right? You can't deny the possibility of there being an accomplice. Kanade, are you suspecting us?
It's obvious.
Suspecting you? Suspecting you? Of course I am. You can't trust anyone in a situation like this. Though I hate to admit it, not even Hibiki can be trusted.
Well,
it can't be helped. I'll help secure the crime scene as well. There, no more problems? Perfect.
Huh?
But wait, Kanade, you're like a completely different person. What happened to you?
Certainly.
Nothing happened. It's just that I need to stay strong now that Hibiki is mentally unstable.
But...
On top of that, when did you start calling your sister by her name?
Wait.
Why do I have to leave stuff like that from the likes of you, huh? Stop asking me pointless questions and start investigating, you little piece of trash. Holy crap! Please, don't be mad. I'm sorry. I'm just scared. There's blood and a dead body. Help me.
Don't worry.
Don't worry, Hibiki. There's nothing to be scared of. Just follow me and I'll solve everything.
are you for real?
What's up with these twins? They starting to freak me out.
Let's go.
Wait, why are you all just standing there?
So then...
Shobai and Mikado have already started investigating. You guys should start soon as well. We don't know how much time we've been given.
Oh dear.
Right. If all that stuff about securing the crime scene is settled, the rest of us should start investigating.
Oh, right.
But before that, everyone... What is it, Cockroach?
So then...
Nothing much. But what do you all think about this murder?
What?
What do you mean, Dada? One of our classmates has just been
This
killed.
is...
It's dreadful, but we gotta investigate thoroughly if we want to solve this through the class trial. But why do you ask that?
Don't worry about it.
No, it's not important anymore. Let's just start investigating.
But
What's up with her? She just looked at our faces and left.
Hey now.
Now, everyone, there's no time to lose, so let's start investigating. Calming our confused minds, everyone started to move around. Not averting our eyes from the death of our friend Yuri, we decide to face it head on. A murder has taken place, and the gap between life and death is now paper thin. Although it's painful and sad, we have to do it to survive. We've got to find the culprit who killed Yuri. Investigation start. I guess I should do what the others are doing. Start my investigation. I'm not sure where I should start, but I guess I should read the Monaco file that was handed out first. The victim is Yuri Kagurian. The estimated time of death is 7:30 a.m. The victim's corpse was found on the first floor of the Rehara bell tower. The victim's left calf is pierced by a hook and he has sharp cuts all over his body. He also has a pierced wound on his right calf. Other than that, the victim's bones in his neck, spine, right knee, and left arm are broken. No way. The estimated cause of death is blood loss and trauma from bruises all over the body. Reading the Monaco file gave chills all over again. Yuri, he's actually dead. Even though he was a bit forward towards us girls. Discriminated against men and talked about stuff that confused everyone. Did he really deserve such an end? I wish Mikado had ended like this instead. I can't say it like this forever. If we think through the information given in the Monaco file, it said that the cause of death was bruises all over the body, and he must have fallen to his death. Yuri did die in front of Yuki and I, so it should be safe to assume that Yuri indeed died from falling. Do you get cuts like that from falling? Although it's confusing, why are there so many of these cuts on his body? That's what I'm saying. Did the culprit stab him with a knife after hooking him up or something? But if I remember correctly, after he was hooked up, only a few seconds had passed before Yuri fell. I should investigate those cuts further. Moreover, I get that the culprit pulled him up with a rope and hook. But what's with his wound on his right calf? Was that also made by the hook? At the time of this, well, I guess there's no doubt about it since it happened right in front of me. I should ask everyone about their alibis at the time. There's really not much info in the files, but what it had was certainly useful. My investigation should go well if I use it as a basis for information. Marco File 1 has been added to the bullet section of your e-handbook plus. The investigation segment has started. In this segment, you can collect truth bullets that are needed in class trials. The truth bullets are clues to solving the case. Investigate the crime scene and suspicious places to collect every truth bullet. You can check the number of truth bullets you need to collect and the info about them in the truth bullets section. Additionally, a special red mark appears on objects that you can get truth bullets from. Let's Yuri's body. It's Yuri Kagarin's corpse. How did he know? No matter how creepy he was, end up like this? Yuri, I'll find the culprit, I promise. I guess I need to inspect the body if I'm going to find the culprit. Oh, wow. Yuri's body was in a dreadful state. His whole body was dripping in blood and all of his joints were broken and twisted in obscure directions.
I guess it's because he fell from so high up.
There's a huge hook stuck inside his left calf. Looks so deeply rooted that it won't budge when you touch it. And connected to that huge
So
hook
the
is a rope.
culprit pulled Yuri with this rope all the way to the top floor, then dropped him.
Even at a glance, this rope seems quite strong and sturdy. It would take a lot of force to cut this rope.
I get that the culprit pulled him up with the hook and the rope, but... What's with the wound on his right calf?
Oh, dude, that's gruesome. What's with the wound on his right calf? At first glance, it looks like the same hook made this wound, but there was a reason to hook both calves. Not sure what the culprit was thinking, but I'll write this down just in case. This death is so brutal. I think it might be even more brutal than the Danganronpa ones. I didn't find anything else that wasn't already on the Marco file. I figured there might be some sort of big clue hidden on the body, but with the exception of the fact that the rope and hook were used, there's nothing like that. I guess I need to investigate some more. Hook with rope has been added to the truth bullets section of your e-handbook. Calf stab wounds has been added to the bullet section of your e-handbook plus. Hold on, I wanna check how much truth bullets. Oh, that's new. How much truth bullets? How much wood a woodchuck? 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 14, 16 truth bullets. Oh, how much do I need to investigate? Go by.
Hey,
You there.
that's right.
Yeah, you, the girl with the white hair. Huh? Me? That's strange. You of all people calling someone over. That never crossed my mind. And white hair. Isn't that a bit rude? It sort of makes me feel old.
Hey,
Whatever, I just want to tell you something interesting. You're picking that the hostess over there is suspicious, weren't you? Huh? What are you talking about Yuriko?
not bad.
Come on, you can't fool me. Your face says
How
it all.
about this?
What about that? There's something interesting I want to tell you. I happened to see her walking over to the bell tower just this morning.
How
What?
about this?
Not only that, she was also holding a rope in her hands. You know, like the one attached to a dead body right now. The culprit did that, but why would Yuriko bring... Oh, well, I don't know anything about that. I'm just testifying what I saw. I, for one, believe he is lying. Yuriko went to the bell tower this morning with a rope in her hands. Oh, come on. Would she do something that obvious? I feel like she would have hidden it in her, like, fur boa or something. Just like saying Yuriko is the culprit. There's no way I can know for sure until the class trial. I'll take note of what Shobai said just in case. Shinji. Shinji's alright. Shinji, is everything alright with the time sheet? Ah! Why did he scream like that? Sora! Yup, everything's perfectly under control. Why is he talking like that? There's a dead body right in front of you. I guess the three people watching this place, the culprit can't touch it. By the way, sorry. Maybe this is to me, but about your ago. Please stop stuttering and speak normally. It's hard to get anything out of you. About your ago, I don't know. Isn't it a bit strange? You're saying she's suspicious?
The thing is,
She seems different than before. I've been jogging with Hajime every morning, but today she was late because of some business. So I was spending time inside the monastery. As soon as morning came and then the doors unlocked, I saw Yarko head outside right away. Yarko went outside as soon as the doors opened. Of course, I have no idea where she went. But she was odd and looks even more suspicious now. Come to think of it, we found Yarko at the top of the bell tower. If by chance she's not the culprit, then how'd she get up there? Can't be sure if she's the culprit yet, but she's definitely connected to this case. Thanks, Gigi. I think your account is going to help us a lot. Sorry, why are you grabbing my hand all of a sudden? Is this sprite of him rare? During the stuttering Shinji, I added his account to my notes. Shinji's account has been added to the mana profile. The victim is you. Yuri Kakurin. The estimated time of death is 7:30 a.m. The victim's corpse was found on the first floor of the Uehara Bell Tower. The victim's left calf is pierced by a hook and he has sharp cuts all over his body. He also has a pierced wound on his right calf. Other than that, the victim's bones in his neck, spine, and right knee and left arm are broken. The estimated cause of death is blood loss and trauma from bruises all over the body. Unknown liquid? There's some sort of liquid on the ground. What is this? I wonder. I didn't have the guts to taste it, so I just crouched down and smelled the liquid. It smells like some sort of chemical substance.
Say,
Sora, what are you doing crouching on the ground? There's some kind of liquid here.
indeed.
That's an anesthetic solution. Anesthetic solution?
It's obvious.
This one in particular is one quite often used in medical surgeries. It's used for general anesthesia. How do you know all that?
Certainly.
I've smelt it quite a lot. What do you mean? Did you spend a lot of time in a hospital or something? Moreover, the fact is that if this is here, the culprit used it, right? But liquid alone will be enough to render someone unconscious.
Don't worry.
Don't worry about that. I already went and confirmed that one of the needle shots is missing from the infirmary. I went to go check as soon as I found out that an anesthetic was involved. The culprit must have used the shot to inject Yuri with the anesthetic. That's pretty impressive, Kanade.
Also,
Did you also note that the shots can be precisely measured to know how much you want injected? In other words, even an amateur can control the amount of time that the victim will be unconscious. I don't know if the culprit will utilize that, but it's definitely an important clue. I see. I'll add it to my notes. But I have to say, you've completely changed, Kanade. Your actions and your way of thinking, it's almost as if you're used to this kind of thing. I mean, after seeing Yuri die like that, I've hardly been able to keep myself together. You said, oh no, I just read a lot of mystery novels. And if I panic, poor little Hibiki will only suffer more. Even though Kanade's personality took a creepy 180 flip, her account would definitely brings us one step closer to finding the culprit. An aesthetic solution has been added to the bullet section of your e-handbook plus. Kanade's account has been added to the bullet section of your e-handbook plus. What's this? Wires. What's this? Some long thread-like stuff is scattered all over the floor. Upon touching it, it feels much sharper than a normal thread. Are these wires? They're so sharp you could probably cut your fingers just by holding them. I instinctively knew that this must be what caused all the cuts in Yuri's body. If he was cut by these wires, it would definitely explain the state of his body right now. The cause of death was definitely from falling, so this isn't the murder weapon, but still seems like it's important. I'll add it to my notes. Sharp wire has been added to the bullet section of your e-handbook list. What else? Target, Shobai, the body. Oh! Setsuka. Setsuka, is the investigation going smoothly?
Oh?
Sora?
Thing is,
What about that? I just found something strange. Something strange?
listen.
Come follow me for a second. We're outside the bell tower. I've never seen the outside of the bell tower. It looks very nice. This is the entrance to the bell tower.
Now then,
Do you see that thing in the bushes? That thing? Ah, this is a life jacket?
How's that?
And I'm pretty sure no one used this to swim. Don't you think that this is something the culprit might have left behind? It's very close to the crime scene after all. Wouldn't they? Why would they need to use life
Aside
jacket?
from that.
Look carefully, sir. There's a hook grappled to the life jacket. Ah, you're right. And this hook,
Yep.
yep, the same one we found in Yuri's calf. I still don't know what exactly it was used for, but it was definitely used in the murder. Satsuka, by all odds, it's crucial evidence.
Now then.
I thought so too. Let's keep this in mind. The life jacket that seems to have been used by the culprit. For what purpose? Not sure. Considered life jacket and hook has been added to the bullet section of your e-handbook plus. Who else? Oh, the staircase. This is the spiral staircase that leads up to the top of the bell tower. It really does go high up. It doesn't even look like it goes that high from outside. Yuki and I took these stairs up to the top floor, but the only thing we found there was your coat. I thought for sure the culprit would be there. Or maybe your coat is the culprit. No, she isn't. I can't jump to any conclusions yet. Whatever the culprit did, they definitely pulled up Yuri, so at one point they definitely went up these stairs. If I consider the height of these stairs, it would probably take at least 5 minutes to climb them. So when did the culprit actually go up these stairs? Spiral staircase has been added to the bullet section of your e-handbook plus. Is that all? My e-handbook plus. No, we're missing. We're missing how much? 1, 2, 3, 4. We're missing 4. What could be possibly missing? What could be possibly missing? I've done this, outside maybe? Yeah. Hold on, let me go to the place where the party was held.
Oh?
Rara, where are you going? Hello, Setsuka. I want to look somewhere elsewhere. I know the murder happened here, but there could be clues in other places, right?
Besides.
Alright, in that case, I suggest you visit the guest house.
Thing is.
It's right next to the bell tower, and you may be able to find something thanks to our party there last night. I see. Alright, thanks. The guest house. It's to my right, actually. What's your name again? Kokoro, yeah. What's she doing here? Oh, two exclamation marks. Let me check this. The last bottles with some liquid inside of them. They're probably from last night's party. The smell is still lingering. I don't know how people manage to drink this stuff. One sip and I was already feeling dizzy. I was smelling all the bottles when one of them suddenly caught my attention. Huh, wait, this bottle... The inside of this bottle doesn't smell. Does that mean this isn't alcohol? Instead of having the smell of stinging alcohol, the bottle I picked up smelled like nothing. After some hesitation, I drank it. It really doesn't taste like anything. It's just water. A bottle of water was amongst the bottle of alcohol. Maybe someone just wanted to drink water last night, but I should take note of this just in case. Leftover bottles have been added to the bullet section of your e-handbook plus. Yarko. Sarah, what brings you here? That's my line. What are you doing here? That's her line.
But
What are you doing here? Nothing much, but you know, the murder happened right after the night of the party, right? So I figured the party must have had something to do with the murder. I came here for the same reason. Hey, Sarah, when do you think the culprit decides to kill Yuri? By when you mean...
it's complicated.
I mean, there were 6 people who stayed up late drinking yesterday, including me. Actually, there was a period where Yuri was alone. Maybe that's when the culprit took their chance. So Yuri was left alone last night. Yuriko, do you think you could explain in detail what happened last night?
Listen,
Well, after we sent you away, we kept drinking and partying. Of course, I wasn't drinking, but the others were drinking non-stop. They were fully drunk.
but
Eventually, nighttime came, so we were forced to head back to the monocruise, but Yuri said he needed to use the bathroom and that we should leave without him. So you left him alone? What were you thinking?
I don't mean it like that.
Wait, he wasn't completely alone. The 6 of us were there together. But we need to hurry because if we didn't make it back before nighttime, we'd get locked out. To be honest, things were still out of control with me trying to take care of all the drunk people that I don't even remember some of the details. Someone definitely went up with him, but I can't quite recall who it was. So you didn't check if he actually returned to the monocruise, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't even know if he made it back. I could never have guessed at the time that things would end up the way they did. I was being careless. I guess asking the other students if they saw Yuri go into the ship last night might be a good idea. Anyways, Yuri is definitely alive up until we all drank yesterday, so maybe that will help. Also, this is just in case, but you're not the culprit, are you?
What are you saying?
Of course not. Why would I be the culprit? I see, well, I'm sure we'll all talk about this whole mess during the class trial. Thanks to Yuriko's account, we might be able to know when the killer went for Yuri. Yuriko's account... There's more truth bullets? Hold on. Just how much am I missing? 1, 2, just 2. Just 2. Where could I possibly find more, more clues? I have no clue. Get it? Get it? Get it? Probably here? I don't think so. I already checked most of these.
Hey!
Yuki,
My
I
bad.
don't care. Oh, I can go up. I thought I couldn't. And there's nothing here, alright. Oh wait, actually no, it's red. So that means it's something, yeah. It's an enormous door that decorates the top of the bell tower. Oh, there's something odd here. What are those? They look like traces of some sort. Looking from the bottom, it looks like something was swept through the top of the inside walls of the bell. Wonder what made those traces. I recall that before Yuri fell, the bell rang. Could it be related to that? I never looked inside the bell before, so it's possible that those traces have always been there. Even though I was unsure, I wrote it down in my notes. Marks on the bell have been added to the bullet section of your e-handbook list. And then this. What's this? Huh? This is... Upon inspecting the spiral staircase from here, I realized something odd. What are those? Wires? I think there were wires like these on the first floor too. When I touched them, I could tell they were the one and the same. They're connected to the walls along the spiral staircase. Looking closer, they weren't only strung from the bottom to the top. Wires were hung across the walls in intervals. They've all already been snapped, so that means the wires from the bottom floor must have been hung up here before. These were definitely set up by the culprit, but why would they go out of their way to do this? And how did they even do that? I have no idea, but I'll still take notes of this.
I'm pleased that you're all investigating so rigorously. However, your time is now up. The investigation has ended. We will now commence the class trial.
Ooh, I'm excited!
So
I'm
please,
excited.
gather at the entrance to the class trial room on the first floor of the monocruise.
I'm really excited. It seems like the investigation time is over. We all did our best, but we can't be sure as to who the culprit is until the class trial. We need to do this. We need to trust everyone's abilities. We need to hope that we can solve all of the mysteries of this case in the class trial. Monocruise first floor. He must be talking about about that door. Should I hurry? You should hurry. Of course. You're all here.
Hey,
You're late, Sarah. Last place again. I'm late? Sorry about that.
Well,
We were worried about you. Why were you so late? I came as soon as I heard the announcement.
Hey!
Maybe it's because you're the culprit, right? As if.
Sis!
Hey, Vicky, you can't just say stuff like that to poor Sora without any evidence.
hey now.
It's like what Kana said earlier. Either we expose the culprit or we all die. Those are the only two outcomes. If we mess this up, we're all dead. What happened to us? Just yesterday we were partying. How did it come to this?
That's just how it is.
We don't have time to think about that. If we give up here, we won't be able to survive.
Huh?
True. Wait, is this a class trial room? It's not at all like how I imagined it.
Good grief.
No, this is only the entrance to the class trial room. See that elevator? We'll be taking that down to the class trial room.
What did you
Take
say?
that down? Down where? Aren't we on a cruise ship?
this is stupid.
Yeah, whatever. Let's get this over with.
Hey,
You're pretty damn laid back considering all our lives are in danger.
Sorry to have kept you waiting. Everyone seems to have gathered, so let us waste no time in getting started. Now, The thrilling, the extreme class trial.
I'm excited.
Everyone, please enter
I'm
the
excited.
elevator in front of you and make your way to the class trial room. As you might have already realized, you cannot escape from the class trial. Face it head on, using what you learned in your investigation. Now let us begin. The first class trial of the Utsuroshima field trip of mutual killing.
Ugh.
So we're really doing this.
I
don't want to go down. Are we going to be able to find a culprit? It will be really bad if we can't. Ah! You know what? Bring it on! It's not like we can escape this anyway.
Yes.
It's like what Rigwell said. If we put our heads together and discuss this, we'll find the culprit.
Alright.
The culprit who killed Yuri. Let's find them, no matter what. That's what I like to see. I don't know. Positivity, but I am not alone. I need to survive through this with everyone. I think I didn't read some of her dialogue, but whatever. Is everyone ready? This is it. Okay, here we go. After making sure everyone was in the elevator, we pushed on the button and the door shut. We thought the elevator began to descend. The elevator made a loud sound as it slowly but steadily descended. Normally, everyone would have been talking to each other, but the vibrations of the elevator seemed to make us all mute and alerted us of the class trial to come. The elevator sound grew louder, almost as if to make fun of all our fear. Thoughts that we may never see the light of day again crossed all of our minds. But we couldn't let that happen. Whoever killed Yuri wasn't going to get away from this. As if everyone had their own thoughts what may or may not happen, the elevator came to a screeching stop. That didn't sound like a screech, more like a thud.
What?
What is this place?
Hello there.
Hoo-hoo, you finally arrived. Welcome to the most advanced facility of the monarchies, the class trial room.
Ho ho!
I like what you've done with the place. Very impressive.
What?
This feels like an actual court or something.
Very well.
I assume you're all ready. I also assume you all know there isn't any running away from this. Let us begin.
Now.
Everyone, go to this dance with your name on them. Your names.
Very good.
Okay, your solemn expressions tell me you're all going to face this with the appropriate results. Now, let us begin. The first class trial, the Utsuroshima field trip of mutual killing. That class trial is finally starting and all of our lives are on the line. Woo! Who's excited? Who's excited to solve a murder case? If we win, we live, and the Blackened die. If we lose, the Blackened wins, and we all die. In other words, no matter what happens, someone will face their death here. I can't let those thoughts cloud my vision. I need to focus on the class trial right now. Yuri, the ultimate spaceman. He's no longer with us due to his brutal murder. He may have been uncooperative, he might have been a terrible person to men and women alike, but he was still our classmate. Just like Emma said, if this growing game hadn't happened, we would have all been such good friends. The culprit, the one who did this terrible thing to Yuri, is among us right now. Among us? Among us? Okay, I need to shut up. Various thoughts intertwine and the curtains finally open. A trial of life and death. A trial of truth and lies. A trial of trust and betrayal. A trial of fact and fiction. A trial of belief and excuses. A trial of friends and foes. This is pure aura. A trial like no other. The class trial. Open. Would you like to save your progress? Absolutely. Imagine if I lost all that. Let's equip skills. So how much skill points do I have? 32. Nine volumes. That, okay. What's this do? Increases the maximum number of stamina. Oh, that's... I mean, isn't that supposed to be mandatory? And increases maximum influence by 1. That's good actually. Let's go back. Let's begin the trial. Let's go. I am excited.
Firstly, allow me to briefly explain the rules of this class trial. The results of the class trial will be decided solely by your votes. If you manage to correctly identify the blackened, only they will receive punishment. But should you vote incorrectly, everyone except for the blackened will be punished, and they will be able to escape this field trip of mutual killing.
So it's begun the class trial. One of the people here brutally murdered Yuri.
Well, first and foremost,
Wait a minute, Monocro. There's something I'd like to ask first.
oh, and what might that be?
Accomplices. Can there be accomplices in a case?
Good question. Whether or not there are accomplices will be a huge factor in deciding the culprit.
A good question indeed. I guess it wasn't specified in the rules. To be blunt, there can be accomplices.
What? So it's possible?
But in theory, only one person gets to actually leave the island anyway.
Of course. The rules even say that only the first murder counts if more should occur. In other words, without any reward, an accomplice is no more than another tool for the culprit.
They'd gain nothing from assisting the culprit, after all. Even if they succeeded, they'd be unable to escape the island alongside the blackened. More importantly, they'd still face the same execution as the rest of us.
He's got that right.
Wait, what's that?
Oh, that. You don't need to concern yourself with it. It would have been Yuri Kagorin's seat, but it's rather sad to just leave a blank space there.
That's hilarious.
That's an awful sense of humor you've got there.
Exactly.
Wait, something's off about this. What's that empty seat over there? Whose is it?
It's exactly what it looks like, an empty seat. There's no need to concern yourself with that either. You're very interested in petty details, aren't you? Questions are fine, but shouldn't you be discussing the murder first?
Right, this place is extremely unpleasant. I'd like to leave as soon as possible.
It might be the last place you ever see if we don't figure out who the culprit is.
Say such terrible things! Wait, all of you. Do you mind if I say something before we begin?
Huh? What is a Kokoro?
I know who the culprit is.
Can you tell us?
What? Are you serious?
Who is it? Who's the culprit?
I know who the culprit is, and I know exactly how they did it. So I'll give them the chance to speak. Give yourself up now. Perhaps then I may understand that you regret your actions. You'll be found out anyway, and it's better to confess rather than have it dragged out of you.
Raise your hand if you're a culprit.
Nobody's confessing.
Well, no, duh.
Obviously. What kind of idiot would tell the truth? They'd be sentencing themselves to death.
All right. We'll do this the hard way.
I love her. I love
So who's the
Kokoro.
culprit, Coco?
I can't tell you that right now.
What? Why are you screwing around? Just tell us. We don't know who it is, so just tell us so we can get this over with. Like Sosie said, I don't want to be here any longer than I have to be.
Would you be able to comprehend it, even if I did tell you? I would be lucky to be believed. I sense that a few of you are suspecting me already.
Aha, your powers of observation are truly outstanding.
This is a class trial. All of our lives are on the line here. We need to find a conclusion that everyone finds acceptable, so that there is no doubt who the culprit is when we all cast our votes. Figure it out for yourselves as much as you can. I'll help you if you get stuck.
This is totally suspicious.
Hey, Biggie, don't dismiss her when we haven't even started yet.
What? What's with that condescending attitude, huh? Do you think I'm an idiot?
Oh, sis, your mood's back up again.
Duh, of course. I don't want to sit around moping forever. I'm really scared, but I'll do whatever it takes to stay alive.
I see. That's good, sis.
Let's get started then.
Wait a moment. May I say something as well?
What is it now?
I imagine that some of you may suspect me simply because I'm the mastermind. Your opinions on me as a person are inconsequential. But please, for all of our sakes, treat me as just another student during the class trial. We would all die if we reached the wrong conclusion, after all. I don't want to die either, you know?
That's exactly what the real culprit would say!
Bro,
Oh, come now. This is a prime example of what you should not do.
exactly.
Shinji, I'm sorry, but he's right. If Mikado wanted to act as the mastermind, he had plenty of opportunities to do so before. Everyone here is a suspect, including Mikado and I. The purpose of this discussion is to narrow down that list.
I see. I understand. I'll try my best.
So, can we start now?
Where should we begin? If you're confused, try starting with what we know happened in this case.
Do your best. My life's on the line too.
Can you help? We should probably start with what we know about the case. I need to try my best. Everyone's lives depend on it. In game non-stop debate, another is about to begin. Would you like to hear an explanation? Well, let's hear it. In a non-stop debate, you have to point out and counter the contradictions in other students' words of a truth split. Yellow phrases are weak points, white text cannot be refuted, and refuting the wrong weak points results in damage to the focus gauge. The upper left corner displays a speaker and a progress meter. Occasionally, a student's lines will include a yellow phrase. This yellow phrase is the weak point. You can move your crosshair over this weak point and press confirm to fire a truth bullet. I'm excited to play this for controller. You're free to fire truth bullets at regular text as well, but nothing will happen and points will be deducted instead from your score. So maybe try to avoid doing that. The point is to fire the right truth bullet at the right weak point. Press shift to select the desired truth bullet. I don't know what's shift. What's shift here? After aiming at the weak point, fire. Hitting S will skim the current line, allowing you to skip. S? What's that here? I'm not sure. You can press shift to change the loaded truth bullet displayed in the lower left corner. This feature isn't available if you only have one truth bullet, however. If you successfully refute an argument with the correct truth bullet, a cut-in will appear and your score will be calculated before advancing to the next phase. You will fail to refute an argument if you attack the right contradiction of the wrong truth bullet. In this case, your focus gauge will take 1 damage and points are deducted. If your focus gauge is completely depleted, your influence gauge will take 1 damage and the minigame will start over. You won't be able to aim properly if you are pressing on an arrow key while securing your aim on a weak point. So please release any held arrow keys before firing a truth bullet. You can also press S to skip lines and A to view a list of all truth bullets. S to skip lines and A. So confirm is X on my Nintendo controller. What's shift here? Do you have any clue? Wait, I want to try the control space. Hold on.
To begin, Riri died at 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Is it true that's...
Yes, Yuri contacted me.
L is
after I woke up this morning. When I saw the message asking for help, I immediately ran to the bell tower.
I didn't have to see that. Ah, I see. So Y is, check the truth bullets.
I saw Yuri hanging from a rope, badly injured. And before I could do anything, he was dragged up. His corpse fell to the ground moments later.
There were so many cuts on Yuri's body. Could the murder weapon be a sharp object?
That doesn't sound right. Huh? I should concentrate and think. The Monaco file contains information about Yuri's body. I scroll over what was in the file one more time.
Shoot!
You have
To
to be
begin,
joking.
Riri died at 7:30 in the morning,
Yeah.
30 minutes after the morning announcements.
Is it true
I
that
didn't
Sora
mean
and
to do
Yuki
that.
were together at the scene of the crime?
Yes, Yuri contacted me. After I woke up this morning. When I saw the message asking for help, I immediately ran to the bell tower. I saw Yuri hanging, and before I could do anything...
There were so many. Could the murder weapon be a sharp object?
Hold on.
To begin, Riri died at 7:30 in the morning, 30 minutes after the morning announcements.
Is it true that Sora and Yuki were
didn't mean
together
to
at
do
the scene
that.
of the crime?
Yes, Yuri contacted me. After I woke up this morning. When I saw the message asking for help, I immediately ran to the bell tower. I saw Yuri hanging from a rope, badly injured. And before I could do anything, he was dragged up. His corpse fell to the ground moments later.
There were so many cuts on Yuri's body. Could the murder weapon be a sharp object?
No, that's wrong!
I shot that? What is this game on? You gotta be joking. Let's save for now. Resume cross trial. Yeah, resume.
No, Iroha. Yuri couldn't have been killed by a sharp object. If you check the monocro file, it says that the cause of death was blunt force trauma. In other words, Yuri's death was likely caused by his fall.
Oh, I see. There were so many cuts on his body that I overlooked that.
Then what are those cuts from?
The cuts are probably a result of that object, and that object is the wires. Of course.
Got it!
Got
His
it.
injuries were caused by the sharp wires.
Wires?
Did you see all the wires strung in between the empty space in the middle of the spiral staircase? Yuri was dragged up by a rope and was cut by the wires as he fell to the ground. He fell very quickly, which is why the wounds are so thin and yet so numerous.
Oh, so that's why the cuts were there.
You never even checked the monocro file? I can't believe you call that an investigation.
I'm sorry! Hey, it was an honest mistake. Don't pick on her.
Exactly.
An honest mistake? It's rich of you to say that when we could all die from it. I can't leave my life up to you all if you keep acting like idiots.
Leave your life up to us.
Everyone's lives depend on the outcome of this trial, not just mine, yeah? If the rest of you work hard to find out the culprit, I don't have to waste my own energy.
What? You're basically saying that you're going to leech off of us?
Yeah.
I will intervene if I have to, but I'm not a fan of inefficiency. You're working to save your own hides, so isn't this a favorable outcome for us all?
You degenerate ruffian! Have you never even heard of the concept of cooperation with someone?
Now, everyone. We won't accomplish anything if we let ourselves be distracted by people such as Mr. Hashimoto. Let's carry on with deliberations, shall we?
But if the culprit wanted to kill Yuri by dropping him, why did they go through the trouble of installing all of those wires?
I'm not sure. I think we'll have to talk about it a little more.
Alright, so could everyone tell me what they were doing at the time of Riri's death?
Like I said, Sora and I saw Yuri's death with our own eyes. We were together, so does that count as our alibi?
I was alone in my room.
Do I have to tell you? I was just wandering around the place.
Mr. Kagurine died around 7:30 a.m., so everyone besides Mr. Maeda, Miss Sora, Miss Mitsume, and Mr. Hashimoto must have been in the dining hall.
No, Yoriko wasn't there.
Really?
Yuko, where were you and what were you doing at the time?
I was also at the bell tower. I met Yuki and Sora there. The bell tower? But that's the scene of the crime, isn't it? If Sora and Yuki were there because of the message, Yoriko, What were you doing there?
What was I doing?
Kanade, just in case it comes up later, Yoriko technically witnessed Yuri's death with us. You heard the body discovery announcement, right? It's only announced when 3 or more people find the body. Sora and I saw it first, and Yoriko a little while after.
Hold on, Mr. Maeda. You claim that Mr. Kagurine was hoisted by a rope?
What?
Then it stands to reason that the two of you witnessed the culprit, no?
What? Really?
If the Blackened dragged Mr. Kagurine with a rope up to the top of the bell tower, our 2 witnesses would have immediately followed afterwards in pursuit.
I see. Because the only way down from the top of the tower is down the spiral staircase. Whether the culprit went down or Sora and Yuki went up, they would definitely bump into each other at some point somehow.
Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. We did get to the top of the bell tower, but Yoriko was the only one up there.
That means Yoriko's the culprit. What? Isn't it obvious? Like Emma said, the only way to climb up the tower is by using the stairs. And if you were there, you don't have a good excuse like Yuki and Sora, and you've been looking worried from the start. It's clear to everyone that Yoriko's the culprit. Don't you think so, sis? Huh? But, Kanade, we just said that Ruko's a witness. Sis, please just think for a moment. Yoriko doesn't have an alibi, and she has no reason to be in the bell tower if she's not related to the case. I guess. When you put it that way, Ruko does sound pretty suspicious.
Hey now! Who are you calling suspicious?
Okay then, Yuko. Can you tell us why you were at the bell tower? You and Rara just told us that they were there because they got a message from Riri. Tell us why you were there, then we won't have a reason to doubt you.
I don't know. I don't know why I was there.
What? Are you kidding me right now?
Yoriko's situation sounds kind of complicated. I thought she was the culprit at first too, but after I heard her testimony, I'm not so sure that's right.
Yoriko, calm down and tell us your side of the story.
We need to discuss this some more to find out if she's really the culprit or not. So I didn't read the other one. What's this? Non-stop debate. Wow, another. Shinji's account.
Then someone attacked me from behind, and I lost consciousness.
I'm sorry. I'll do that whole thing again. Hold on.
I went outside as soon as the monocruise's door opened, so I could start my morning investigation before breakfast began. Then someone attacked me from behind, and I lost consciousness. When I woke up, I was at the top of the bell tower next to Sora and Yuki.
Do you have any proof? For example, someone who saw you leave early.
What? No, nobody saw me.
No, that's wrong!
Easy. Absolutely easy.
Actually, there was someone who saw Yoriko leave early this morning. Shinji, you said you saw her, right?
Me? Well, yeah, I definitely saw Yoriko leaving early this morning.
You guys sure do get up early, don't you? What were you guys doing?
Hajime and I go jogging every morning, you know? I woke up early, so I was waiting for him in the hallway. Hajime was late because he had to use the bathroom. And I saw Yoriko leaving as soon as the monocruise door opened up.
It's like I said, I'm not lying.
However, while we've proven that you left the ship early, can we really be certain that it was for the sake of investigation?
What?
Doesn't that just make you even more suspicious? The murder did happen this morning, after all. And the culprit who killed Mr. Kagurine definitely wasn't in the monocruise this morning.
That's true, but...
So, does that mean Yoriko really is the culprit?
everyone accusing me when I haven't done anything? I told you, I don't know how or why I was there. I lost consciousness right after I left.
Assuming what Yoriko says is the truth, the culprit attacked her and moved her to the bell tower to pin the blame on her?
But then there's no explanation for how Yuri was pulled to the top.
Maybe the culprit was hiding somewhere at the top of the tower?
No, we looked around for a bit, but it's an exposed area with almost no furniture around. It would be very difficult for someone to hide themselves up there.
If Yoriko can't explain herself, we have no choice but to assume she's the culprit.
She is not the culprit.
Yeah.
Wait, that's not true. I'm not.
Don't jump to conclusions. Yoriko isn't lying.
Coco.
That's my goat.
Listen to her voice. She's telling the truth.
I know you're a psychologist, Koro, but how can you be so sure?
The method you're using to deduce Yoriko's alleged culpability is far too short-sighted. Look at the bigger picture instead of focusing solely on her. Such as why Yuri was killed, perhaps.
Why was Yuri killed?
Speaking of which, didn't Yuri lock himself in his room after telling the girls to kill him? It'd be awfully difficult to drag that guy out of his room.
Hardly. If he was serious, a girl would only need to knock, and Yuri would open his door.
Are you saying that the culprit is a girl?
So, like, doesn't it all point to Ruko anyway?
I'm telling you, it's not me!
Wait, everyone. If the culprit were a man, wouldn't that make the crime that much more ingenious? The obvious answer would be that the culprit is a woman, but if it was a man, they would be able to exclude themselves from the list of suspects for that reason.
But Yuri's the kind of guy who hates even being spoken to by another guy.
As long as Yuri had locked himself in his room, a man would have never been able to lure him out.
Sorry, I was not reading. I wasn't reading. I'm so sorry. What just happened? Huh? What? I'm so confused. What just happened? Hard. Okay, I got it. I didn't even get to read the how to play. Do I need to match the cards up? Oh yeah, I do.
I see.
What just happened? I'm so confused. Okay, yeah. I'm not sure this happened.
The party last night. Yuri was at that party, wasn't he? Didn't he drink late into the night too?
Oh yeah, he was there.
So then if someone attacked Yuri right after the party ended, it could have easily been a man.
Yes, that's true.
You're taking that into account now? Quick-witted bunch, aren't you?
You asshole! You're not even participating in the discussion!
What? Do you want me to help? That'll be a million crows. I'll figure this all out for you then.
Shut up, you Scrooge!
If Sora's right, a man really could have attacked Yuri. But that's no reason to rule out a girl as a culprit.
Of course. She said that the culprit could be a man, not that they couldn't be a woman. For a man like Mr. Kagurine, the idea of him giving up his life to a woman that approached him during the festivities is all too plausible.
Yeah, but I'm curious about something.
What if they were non-binary?
The party was last night, right? Yuri died this morning. If the culprit attacked Yuri after the party, wouldn't that mean the culprit was inside the monocruise during nighttime? The monocruise doors lock after 10 p.m.
Yeah, if the party was last night and the murder happened this morning, there's a huge gap of time missing between them.
So the question is, if a man really did attack Riri after the party, what was he doing until morning?
But didn't all the people who were drinking late into the night return to the monocruise before 10 p.m.?
That's, I can't really remember.
Probably. I was the only sober one there. Although, Yuri was late. He told me he'd be stopping by the bathroom.
I get it! That was when somebody kidnapped Rin then!
No, that doesn't make sense, because the murder happened at the bell tower just after the morning announcement. The culprit would have been locked inside the monocruise. They wouldn't have had any time to prepare for the murder.
You're assuming things again. There's no rule that says you have to stay inside the monocruise during nighttime.
What? But the rules?
State that the monocruise doors close at 10 p.m. and that sleeping outside the dorms is not allowed. That's all.
Oh, of course! You can stay up outside.
If the culprit never boarded the monocruise, they would be free to wander the island after the door was locked. If they stayed up all night, they wouldn't be breaking any rules.
Being outside the monocruise at night isn't a rule violation? Is that true?
Yes, I've done it before.
Okay.
I wondered what would happen if I slept during the day and stayed out all night outside. And nothing happened. The doors opened in the morning, and I was able to board the monocruise as usual.
But didn't Monocro say that monsters would be wandering the island at night? You still could have been injured, Coco.
I was fine. I stayed on the main roads and never ran into any sort of monster. Although I do wonder if something may be hidden in the forest.
If Kokoro is telling the truth, it's possible that Yuri never re-entered the monocruise last night. According to Yoriko, he did return, just much later than everyone else. But isn't it possible that he was attacked and then placed in the bell tower until this morning?
According to that theory, the culprit is one of the people who were drinking late into the night. What do you think, Yoriko? You're one of the people who stayed behind, aren't you?
So, that's true. But it wasn't me. I got back to the monocruise with everyone else.
About that. None of us were exactly sober, so we don't really remember that. Sorry, Yuko.
What?
They were all drunk as skunks.
Indeed, and none of them can recall a thing. Speaking of which, I don't recall seeing any alcohol during the preparations for the party.
Oh, you're right.
And yet, there was alcohol abound in the beverages by the time the party started. I believe this is no mere coincidence.
Are you saying that the culprit put alcohol in the drinks in order to get everyone drunk and fog up their memories?
Wait, isn't it possible that someone impulsively committed a murder because they were under the influence at the time?
No. You can tell by looking at the crime scene that someone put a great deal of thought into this murder. It doesn't fit an intoxicated cover-up.
If the culprit brought the alcohol, doesn't that mean they helped organize the party?
Who are the ones organizing the party?
You, Ra-Ra, Mac, Yuko, Mikado, and myself.
Hold on. Who's you? Yuki? Sora, Mac? Who is Mac? Macintosh? Yuriko, Mikado, myself. Oh, Hajime, yeah.
Just the six of us.
Yoriko is nothing but suspicious.
So the culprit's someone that helped with the party and stayed out last night. And they would have to be sober. That's what you're saying?
Hey, wait a second. The only person who wasn't drinking last night was Yoriko. She said she'd be chaperoning Dry, since we had to get back by 10 p.m.
No, I mean, that's true, but...
That's...
The evidence all lines up.
Yoriko, can you explain what happened in more detail? We just want to believe you.
You're not listening to me.
Whoa.
Aren't you taking this a little too far? Look, I'm innocent. To be accused as the culprit because of a series of coincidences. I can still defend myself, you know? Listen to me before you start talking.
The mini-game rebuttal showdown. Another is about to begin. Let's hear it actually. In rebuttal showdown, the goal is to shoot down your opponent's arguments and refute them. Okay, failing. Okay, S. I'm guessing that's L. It's not confirmed though. Failing to hit the police barrier. There are 5 lanes at the center of the screen. You may switch lanes using the left and right keys, and you can launch an arrow by pressing confirm. The opponent's argument will disappear within 1 to 3 seconds after appearance and inflict damage. If you fail to shoot them down before that happens, the rebuttal gauge at the top will move to the right. If your opponent takes over the entire rebuttal gauge, your focus gauge will take damage and points will be deducted. On the other hand, the rebuttal gauge will move to the left every time you successfully shoot your opponent's words down. You'll take double the damage if the rebuttal showdown is in your opponent's favor. So do your best to not miss shooting down any of their arguments. So we'll have a chance to see her counter arguments as the rebuttal proceeds. And afterwards, the rebuttal gauge will return to its initial position. There are yellow faces. You can dodge some debate. You can refute the yellow text in your opponent's argument. Instead of truth, lift will be given truth arrows, which must be equipped on the bow in order to refute the argument. Press shift to change your truth arrow and S to equip the currently selected truth arrow on the bow. Once you equip a truth arrow, the bow will turn red and you will not be able to change truth arrows. This sounds so complicated to me. Press again to remove the equipped truth arrow. When truth arrow is equipped, you cannot shoot down ordinary remarks. You'll only be able to refute yellow text. If you want to shoot down ordinary remarks, remember to remove the truth arrow first. Finally, you may view a list of all clues by pressing A, similar to the non-stop debate. Do your best to keep your combo going and counter your opponent's rebuttal. This is so cool. Okay.
I know I have to accede to your unjust accusations. But if I'm really the culprit, do you really think that I'd go about it this way? Like you said, Yuri would have done anything for a woman, even die for her. There's no reason for me to wait until the party to kill him in such a complicated manner.
The culprit may have waited until the party because of their plan involving the alcohol. Like we said before, they used it to dull everyone's memories so they could easily get away with their plan. The fact that Yuri attended the party in itself could indicate that he was working with the culprit.
So you're just saying that I would do something as stupid as intentionally going to the party? If I was the culprit, I wouldn't go about it that way. If you two weren't at the tower with me, you wouldn't be suspecting me. Is that how it is? Just because of that, you're suspecting me. It's completely unfair.
Although Yuriko is suspicious, that isn't the only reason you think she's the culprit. Yuriko did something only the culprit would have done. There's an account of her preparing the act in question. Let's show her proof.
I know I have to accede to your unjust accusations. But if I'm really the culprit, do you really think that I'd go about it this way? Like you said, Yuri would have done anything for a woman, even die for her. There's no reason for me to wait until the party to kill him in such a complicated manner.
The culprit may have waited until the party because of their plan involving the alcohol.
Hold on.
Like we said before, they used it to dull everyone's memories so they could easily get away with their plan. The fact that Yuri attended the party in itself could indicate that he was working with the culprit.
So you're just saying that I would do something as stupid as intentionally going to the party? If I was the culprit, I wouldn't go about it that way. If you two weren't at the tower with me, you wouldn't be suspecting me. Is that how it is? Just because of that,
I'll pierce through those words!
Can't lie, that's so fun. That's so fun. It's actually not as hard as I thought it would be.
It's not just that, Yoriko. Shobai told me that he saw you going to the bell tower this morning.
What?
He also said you were holding a long rope in your hand.
A rope? The same rope that Rinrin was tied up with?
Shobai, you were telling the truth, right?
Huh? I was. At the time, I didn't know that woman would be so important to the case. I was wondering what she was planning to do with something like that. Now that I think about it, that was a really important piece of evidence.
Wait, he's lying! Shobai isn't telling the truth! I really was attacked by someone as soon as I left the Mono Cruise. He's trying to slander me. He's the culprit.
Even if you say that,
Yeah, all the evidence is stacked against you.
it's almost undeniable. Or maybe you're just an idiot, Yoriko.
What? Why are you all accusing me? Why me?
Mr. Hashimoto's testimony is the most damning thing here. How do you plan to defend yourself against that?
Yuko, are you really the culprit?
She is not. No way.
Wait, Shobai really is lying.
What?
Sora, did Shobai mention when he saw Yoriko leave?
That's... Yoriko left right after the morning announcement, so wouldn't that be around 7 a.m.?
I was on the second floor of the library at the time, and I saw Shobai climbing the stairs from the second to the third floor. Shobai, even if you did see Yoriko leave, unless you knew her destination beforehand, you'd have trouble figuring out she was headed for the bell tower.
And didn't you say you saw Yoroku holding a rope?
Shobai, were you lying to me?
Ha! So you caught me out. Sorry about that, but I wanted to test you all.
Oh, you gotta be joking me.
Test us? Like I said, if you clear the class trial for me, I'm good. I was testing whether you could really do it without my interference.
What? You gotta be joking!
Just a little bit of perjury, really. I didn't think the psychologist would realize. Well, whatever. I'm counting this as a win.
Asshole! What the hell are you doing?
Settle down, Mr. Kasai. Violence is against the school rules.
He didn't even do anything. He didn't even do anything.
Calm
I'm on
down,
his side.
Shin. You can beat him up after we get out of here.
That proves my innocence, right? Shobai's the one who lied. He's even more suspicious than I am.
I don't know. His testimony might be false, but you're still the most likely suspect.
Come on.
But we're being cruel to Yoriko, aren't we? We should talk about this some more.
No, Ruko's definitely the killer.
Oh my god, Hibiki, shut up.
I don't want to suspect my friends. I want to believe everyone instead.
Well, this is rather complicated, isn't it? We seem to be split right down the middle.
If that's the case, let's decide with a proper debate. Please remain calm as your seats are rearranged.
Hold on. Wait. We'll have to discuss about this some more. Let's try our best to convince everyone. Scrum debate. I've never tried this, but it looks really fun. Dude, I'm excited. When the class becomes divided on an issue and splits into two parties, a scrum debate occurs. While it's usually a free-for-all during non-stop debates, scrum debates usually have the students competing in teams. All students will participate in either Team Solar or Team Luna. Members of the opposing team will take turns presenting their arguments. Although not clearly labeled, each argument has a keyword. Every member of your team will be represented with a keyword as well. Identify the keyword in the opposing argument and present the argument of your teammate that matches that keyword in order to refute it. Switch keywords with the up and down arrow keys and press confirm to refute the argument. If you attempt to refute an argument with an incorrect keyword, points are deducted and your focus gauge will take damage. Even if you miss or fail to refute an argument and leave a keyword unmatched, the sequence of arguments will repeat itself. Keywords that were matched correctly before will be labeled on the opposing team's side. So use them as a guide if you will have to repeat the process. A crouch bind state will occur after you successfully refute all of the opposing arguments. The two teams will begin a final push for victory. The thing is, I don't know the keys to here. Press the button displayed in the center of the screen repeatedly in order to push away the argument of the opposing team. The button displayed will randomly change over time. I think this is the biggest disadvantage for controller, but it's still fun, so it's okay, I guess. You'll have to start the scrum debate over again if your team's argument is pushed off screen. So don't lose your footing. If the opposing team's argument is pushed off screen, you'll clear the debate scrum with a full counter cut-in, featuring your team members. so flashy. Very. I'm excited, but I'm also scared for the crouch by. Opposition. Oh, I'm excited. Team Lunar. I can't lie, your sprite here looks so cool. Is Jericho really the culprit? She's the culprit. She's not the culprit.
Yoriko is the only one that went to the party and fits all of the criteria.
This one's mine! We still need to figure out if the party is even relevant to the case.
Oh yeah.
Knowing Yuri, the killer has to be a woman.
Emma!
We've already established that the murder could have been committed by either a man or a woman.
Ruko's the only one with a super...
Yoriko!
Kokoro and Shobai don't even have alibis. Why are you accusing me?
I love Yoriko.
But... Yoriko, weren't you the only one who handled the food at the party?
Kokodo!
False. Yoriko was not the only one who handled the food at the party.
She could have taken advantage of the fact that we were drunk to force
Shinji!
Yoroku wasn't the only one who wasn't drunk. So shouldn't we suspect the others too?
Yoriko is our only suspect, so there's nothing else we can do.
Setsuka! We haven't even talked about the possibility of another suspect besides Yuko.
Oh, I'm scared. What is that? What is that?
This is our answer!
Keyword mismatch penalty. 100. I know that's right. Save. Let's save. And I think I will end the video here. I really hope you guys enjoyed that. I had fun. I had a lot of fun playing this. I think I'll continue this tomorrow. Because I really enjoyed it. But for now, I shall see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye, and I will see you.